Okay, student, I want to start exercise 15.1 of probability. I am going to start with question number 1. See what is given. Complete the following statements. I want to complete the given statements. See what is given. Probability of an event E plus probability of event not E is equal to 1. This is the formula. When it is written, probability of event plus probability of not event, this is equal to 1. So answer is 1. The probability of an event that cannot be happen. That cannot be happen means impossible event. And you know that probability of an impossible event is 0. So the probability of this cannot be happen is 0. And such an event is called impossible event. Such an event is called impossible event. Now, what is given in third? The probability of an event that is certain to be happen. Certain to be happen means sure event. And then you know the probability of sure event is 1. So answer is 1. This will become 1. Such an event is called sure event. Sure event. Probability of sure event is 1. Probability of impossible event is 0. Cannot be happen. It is certain to happen. Certain to happen means sure event. And the probability of sure event is 1. Now see. The sum of the probability of all the elementary events of an experiment. When we find the probability and we take the sum of all the probability, then the sum of all the probability is equal to 1. Because maximum probability is 1. Minimum probability is 0. Probability lies between 0 and 1. If impossible event is there, then the probability of impossible event is 0. If sure event is there, then the probability of sure event is 1. Otherwise, probability is going to lie between 0 and 1. Okay? Now, the probability of an event is greater than or equal to 0. Probability is equal to 0 or greater than. Okay? Probability is always equal to 0 or greater than 0. And less than or equal to 1. Or maximum probability is 1. Or it is equal to 1 or less than 1. Okay? The probability of an event is greater than or equal to 0. But less than or equal to 1. Because minimum probability is 0, maximum probability is 1. So probability is lying between 0 and 1. I hope it is clear now. Now I want to solve question number 2. See what is given. Which of the following experiments have equal likely outcomes? In this question we are going to check whether they are having equal likely outcomes. What is the meaning of equal likely outcomes? It means they are having 50-50 chance. When they are having 50-50 chance, then they are known as equal likely outcomes. Otherwise they are not equal likely outcomes. Okay, now see in the first test. A driver to start a car. The car start or does not start. Question is when driver start the car start or does not start the car. We have to explain whether it is equal likely outcomes or not. I told you earlier, when both the conditions having 50-50 chance, then they are only known as equal likely outcomes. But in this case, when a driver attempt to start a car, the car start normally. When we start a car, the car start normally. Suppose in a year. In a year, how many days are there? 365 days. We have a car. When we start the car, out of 365 days, if any defect is there, then only 1 or 2 times our car is not going to start. Only 1 or 2 times our car is not going to start. Otherwise, in 363 or 362 or 360 days, it is going to start. So, this is not equal likely outcomes, not 50-50. So, this is, hence the outcomes is not equal likely outcomes. Okay? Now, I want to discuss second. A player attempt to shoot a basketball. She or he shoot or miss the shoot. Now see, when a player attempt to shoot a basketball, the outcomes is not equal likely outcomes. It is not equal likely outcomes because it depends upon the ability of the player. But in this question, the ability of the player is not given. How types of the player is there? Either he is a good player or he is a beginning player or he is a learner. It is not mentioned. So this is not going to equal likely outcomes because it is not clear which one is the player is there. Either it is a good player or it is a beginner player or it is a like me. I am a teacher. When I am going to attempt the shoot, then what is the possibility? I can attempt the out of 10. I can convert basket 1 or 2 times. If instead of my there is good basketball player, then he is going to attempt 10 out of 10. It is possibility, but good player also cannot be able to basket sometimes. So this is not going to equal likely outcomes. Now see, a trial is made to answer. Okay, one question is there. We have to make the answer. Only 2 options are there. Either true or either false. The answer is right or wrong. 2 options are there. Then if answer is true, then our answer is going to right or wrong. When answer is true, then our answer is going to right or wrong. Only 2 possibilities are there. It means 50-50 chances are there. If its answer is false and I put false, then again it is possibility either it is wrong or wrong. So it means it is going to 50-50 chance. So both having equal chance to happen. Hence the given outcomes is equally likely outcomes because only 2 chances are there. Two cases are there. It means they are going to 50-50. Now last, a baby is born. It is boy or girl. A newborn baby can either boy or girl. When a baby is going to born, what is the possibility? Either it is a boy or it is a girl. So they are having 50-50 chance. When 50-50 chance are there, hence both the outcomes become equally likely outcomes. Okay? Okay. Now I want to solve question number 3. Why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get ball at the beginning of the football game? Now in this question we are going to decide why coin is take a fair way to decide which team going to take football at the beginning of the game. Now why we take a coin? Because the possibility of coin is only 2. Only 2 possibilities are there. One is head, another is tail. So they having 50-50% chance. It means they are equally likely outcomes. Equally likely outcomes. Having 50-50 chance. This is the reason to take coin as a fair way to decide which team is going to take a football at the beginning of the game. Okay, because they are having 50-50 chance. Only 2 possibilities are there. One is head, another is tail. Okay. Now see what is given. Next question. Question number 4. Which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? Since you know the probability of an event is going to lies between 0 and 1. If it is impossible event, then the probability of impossible event is 0. If it is sure event, then the probability of sure event is 1. Otherwise, it is going to lies between 0 and 1. Now see, between 0 and 1, what is there? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 and after that 1.0 or 10. Now I want to check which probability is going to lies between 0 and 1. If it is going to lies between 0 and 1, then it is probability, otherwise it is not a probability. I want to check 2 by 3. When I divide 2 by 3, after putting decimal I write 0. 3 6 are 18. So answer become 0.6. 0.6 is there. It means this is a probability. After that I want to check this. It is written 15%. 15% means when I remove this percentage, 100 is taken, so this become 0.15 or 1.15 going to lies between them? Yes. Between 1 and 2 there is 1.15. So this is also a probability. Now 0.7 is also there. So this is also probability. When all these three are probability, what is the answer? This is not the probability. Why? It is written 1.5. 1.5 is not going to rise between them. Otherwise it is also a negative number. Negative numbers going to rise here. So this is not the probability. The answer is B. Your answer should be B. This is not the probability. Either it is positive or negative. No matter. 1.5 is not the probability of any. Okay? So answer is B. Now see, in this question, probability of event is given. And what is the probability of node E? We have to find the probability of node E. Since you know the formula, there is one formula, probability of event plus probability of node and event E equal to 1. Probability of event plus probability of node event is equal to 1. Probability event is given, so write here 0.05 plus probability of node event is not given, so write same equal to 1. I take this number from left to right, so this becomes positive to negative. So write here 1 minus 0.05. I am going to subtract this value from 1. First I am going to convert 1 in decimal form. Now 1 in its decimal form is 1.00. After that I put decimal upon decimal and left digit in left and right digit in the right. 10 minus 5, 5. 9.5. So answer becomes 0.95. The probability of node E is equal to 0.95. This is the answer. I hope it is clear now. Now I want to solve question number 6. See what is given. A bag contains lemon flavor candies only. I have a one bag. Okay. In this bag there is only lemon flavor candies. And for lemon. In this bag only lemon flavor candies are there. A bag contains lemon flavor candies. Marley takes out one candy without looking in the bag. What is the probability that she taken out number 1? An orange flavor candy. I want to find the probability of orange flavor candy. Okay. Since this bag having only lemon flavor candies, so the possibility of orange flavor candy is 0, because this is going to impossible event. When all candies are lemon, then it is not possible I want to find out any orange flavor candy. So this is the example of impossible event, and you know that the probability of an impossible event is 0. So answer of this question is 0, because there is no orange flavor candy. So this is going to example of impossible event, and you know that probability of an impossible event is 0. So answer becomes 0. Now see, in second we are going to find the probability of lemon flavor candy. I want to find the probability of lemon flavored candy. Since all the candies are lemon, so it is the example of sure event. Whichever candy I take out, it is lemon flavor. So it is the example of sure event, and you know that the probability of sure event is 1. So answer of this question becomes, I hope it is clear. Okay. Now I want to solve question number 7. In this question what is given? It is given that a group of 3 students are there. The probability of 2 students on which probability of 2 students not having same birthday is given. Probability not having same birthday is given 0.992. What is the probability that 2 students having same birthday? This is very simple question, because I would use this formula. You know, the probability of event plus probability of not event is equal to 1. I am going to use this formula. So I write here probability not, or I write same. Probability of 2 students having same birthday plus probability of two students having not same birthday. I write here same birthday. I write here not same birthday. Probability of PE plus not equal to 1. So this is also is equal to 1. Now in this not having same birthday probability is given. So instead of not having same, this I am going to write this probability 0.992. And what is left? Probability of two students having same birthday, and this is equal to 1. Now I want to find the value of this, so I take this value from left to right, so this becomes positive to negative. Now I want to subtract this decimal digits from 1, so I want to convert first 1 in the decimal form. This is the decimal form of 1, so I put decimal upon decimal, right digit right side, left digit right left side. Now 10 minus 2 8, 9 minus 9 0, again 9 minus 9 0, and here is 0. So answer become 0.008. The probability of same birthday is 0.008. I hope it is clear now. Now I want to solve question number 8. See what is given. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at the random from the bag. What is the probability that a ball drawn is? Two cases are there. In one case, we have to find the probability of red ball. In second case, we are going to find the probability of not red ball. So in this question, I want to use this formula. Probability of an event is known as, formula of probability of event is number of favorable outcomes upon total number of possible outcomes. In short, I am going to write it FOC upon POC. When I write FOC, the meaning of FOC is number of favorable outcomes. When I write here POC, the meaning of POC is total number of possible outcomes. Possible outcomes means POC, favorable outcome means FOC. Okay? Now see, what is given? In this question, 3 red balls are given and 5 black balls are there. See, 3 red balls are there and 5 black balls are there. I want to find the POC. What is the possible outcomes? 5 plus 3, 8. 8 is the total possible outcomes. Okay? Now I want to find the probability. In first case, I am going to find the probability of red ball. The formula become FOC upon POC, number of favorable outcomes upon number of possible outcomes. What is POC? POC is given 8, so I write here 8. Now, what is in my favor? In my favor, there is red ball. How many red balls are there? 3. Answer become 3 by 8. This is the answer. Now, I want to solve the probability of black ball. So I write here probability of. Now, in second case, what is written? See here. What is the probability of not red? In this second case, we are going to find the probability of not red. Means I want to not take red balls. I want to leave these red balls. This is the question. Not red. It means I am not going to take these balls. These balls. When I am going to leave these balls, what is left? Only black balls are left. So answer become 5 by 8. After writing FOC upon POC. This is your answer. Okay. Now I am going to solve question number 9. See what is given in question number 9. A box contains 5 red marbles. Again 5 red marbles are there. After that 8 white marbles. I write here 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles, and 4 green marbles are there. Now I want to check the possible outcomes. What is the possible outcomes? 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 5, 17. 17 marbles are there. Total 17 marbles means possible. Total possible outcomes become 70. Now I want to find the probability one by one. So, starting with first, I want to find the probability of red marble. The formula is number of favorable outcomes upon number of possible outcomes. What is POC? POC is 70. So I write here 70. I want to find the favorable outcomes. What is favor? Red marbles are going to in my favor. How many red balls are there? 5. So answer become 5 by 70. This is your answer. Now see, in this second question, we have to find the probability of white marbles. So I write here in second case, find the probability of white marbles. So formula is FOC upon POC. What is POC? Possible outcomes is given 17. I want to check how many white balls are there. How many white balls are there? 8. So answer become 8 by 7. This is your answer. Now I want to solve this last part. What is given in the last part? We have to find the probability not green. Not green. It means I want to leave green balls. After leaving the green balls, what is left? That is in my favor. So how many green balls are there? 4 green balls are there. I want to leave these green balls. Now remaining balls are in my favor. So 8 plus 5 is 13. So answer become 13 by 70. Okay? I hope it is clear. Very simple question are there. Now I want to solve question number 10. See what is given. A piggy bank contains 150 paisa coins. In this piggy bank, 100 coins are there of 50 paisa. 100 coins are there of 50 paisa. And 50 rupees one coin. And 50 rupees one coin. This is coins. 100 coins are there, 50 paisa, 50 coins are there, 1 rupees. And 20 rupees 2 coin. And 10 rupees 5 coins. Okay? 100 50 paisa coin, 50 rupees 1 coin, 20 2 rupees coin, and 10 5 rupees coin. A piggy bank contains. Now, see what is given. If it is equally likely, one of the coin will fall out when the bank is turned upside down. What is the probability that the coin in first case will be a 50 paisa coin? In this, we have to find the probability 50 paisa coin and will not rupees 5 coin. Two questions are there. In first question, we have to find the probability 50 paisa coin. Okay, what is the formula? Favorable outcomes upon possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes upon number of possible outcomes. I want to check the possible outcomes. How many coins are there? 100 plus 50. 150, 150 plus 30, 180. So, possible outcomes is there because there are 180 coins. So, possible outcomes going to 180. Now, in my favor, 50 paisa coin are there. How many coins are there? 50 paisa? 100 coins are there. So answer becomes 100 by 150. 0 so 0 cancel. 2 4 are, sorry, 2 5 are 10, 2 9 are 80. So this becomes 5 by 9. This is the answer of this part. First part. Second part, what is given? Will note rupees 5 coin. Note rupees 5 coin. So I want to leave rupees 5 coin. So how many coins are there? 10 coins are there. I want to leave this coin because it is given not 5 rupees coin. I am not going to consider rupees 5 coin. If I am not going to consider rupees 5 coin, then remaining coins I want to consider. All these coins are in my favor. The total coins are 170. So answer become 170 upon 180. 0 is cancelled with 0. Answer becomes 17 by 80. Okay, clear? Now I want to solve question number 11. Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at the random from the tank containing 5 male fish. In the tank, 5 male fish are there. 5 male fish are there. And 8 female fish. The number of female fish in the tank is 8. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? In this question, we have to find the probability of male fish. Okay, formula is FOC upon POC. So I want to find the possible outcomes. How many fishes are there? male or female, total 8 plus 5, 13 fishes are there. So POC become 30. So instead of POC, I write 30. Now in my favor, male fish are there. How many male fish are there? 5. So answer become 5 by 13. This is the answer of this question. Okay. Now I want to solve question number 12 of exercise 15.1. See what is given. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which come to the rest. This is a spinning and there is one arrow. When this circle is going to stop on arrow, the possibility is it will be stop on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 possibilities are there. Okay. Now see what is given. Which comes at the rest pointing at one of the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 possibilities are there. What is the probability that it will point at? This will going to point at number 1 at 8. Number 2 odd numbers are there. Number 3 number greater than 2. Number 4 number less than 9. I want to find 4 probabilities from this. So first of all I want to find out the possible outcomes. POC. What the possible outcomes are there? 8 possible outcomes are there. The possible outcomes become 8. I want to find the probability of 8 that this point is going to rest on 8. So formula is FOC upon POC. Possible number of possible outcomes and number of favorable outcomes. Possible outcomes is 8. Now in first part we are going to find the probability that this arrow is going to rest on 8. How many 8s are there? Only 1. So answer become 1 by 8. This is the answer. In second part, I want to find the probability that this arrow is going to the rest on odd number. I want to check odd number. How many odd numbers are there? 1, 3, 5 and 7. How many odd numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So possibility is 4. So answer become 4 by 8. POC is 8. In my favor, 4 numbers are there. So write 4 by 8. This is going to cancel. 4 1 are 4, 4 2 are 8. So answer become 1 by 8. In third part, find the probability number greater than 2. I am going to check how many numbers are there which is going to greater than 2. So these all numbers are greater than 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All these numbers are greater than 2. So I want to count how many numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So answer become 6 by 8. POC is 8, favor is 6. So this is going to cancel. 2 3 are 6, 2 4 are 8. Answer become 3 by 4. Now next is find the probability a number less than 9. Probability number less than 9. I want to check how many numbers are there which are going to less than 9. When I see all the numbers are less than 9. So this is going to the example of sure event. Okay, this is the example of sure event. So formula I will write first FOC upon POC. What is POC? POC is 8 and how many numbers are there? 8 numbers are there. So write here 8. 8 by 8 means 1. 1 is the probability of sure event. This is also example of sure event. Now I want to solve question number 30. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting number 1 a prime number, number 2 a number lying between 2 and 3 and third one is an odd number. So I want to show you what is a die. This is a die. When you throw a die, then the possibility is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are 6 possibilities. 1, 2, 3. Where is 4? 4. After that 5. After that 6. There are 6 possibilities. When we throw a die once, then the possibilities either it is 1, either it is 2, either it is 3, 4, 5 and 6. There are 6 possibilities. So possible outcomes become 6. Now I want to check the probability one by one. I want to check the probability of prime number. So first of all you have to know what is the prime number. Prime number is that number which is divisible by itself or 1. A number which is divisible by itself or 1 is known as prime number, or in short a number having only 2 factors. See this number 2 having 2 factors, 2 and 1, itself and 1, because 1 is the factor of every number, and this is 3 into 1. This is 5 into 1. This is not a prime number because this number having more than 2 factors, therefore this is not a prime number. This number again having more than 2 factors, therefore this is not a prime number. The prime number is 5, 3, 2. I am not taking 1 because 1 having only one number. Okay, so this is the first prime number. And in prime numbers, 2 is the only even prime number. Rest all the prime numbers are odd prime numbers. So I want to check how many prime numbers are there. 2, 3, 5. Only 3 prime numbers are there. So answer become FOC upon POC. Number of possible outcomes upon number of favorable outcomes. So what is the possibilities? 6. How many prime numbers are there? 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 2 are 6. Answer become 1 by 2. This is the answer of prime number. Now I am going to check the probability. A number laying between 2 and 6. I want to check how many numbers are going to lies between 2 and 6. This is my 2 number and this is my 6 number. How many numbers are there? In between these two numbers, 3 numbers are there. So answer become 3 by 6. 3 ones are 3, 3 to 6. Answer again become 1 by 2. Now I want to solve this third part. In third part, what is given? Odd number. I want to check how many odd numbers are there. Since 1 is odd number, 3 is odd number, 5 is odd number. So how many odd numbers are there? 3. So answer become 3 by 6. 3 ones are 3, 3 to 6. So answer again become 1 by 2. This is the answer of this question. I hope it is clear now.